to Oxford, Ohio, and the campus of Miami University as the Red Hawk fans are getting ready for a terrific game in this one. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on a team from the MAC, the Miami, Ohio Red Hawks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Red Hawks will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Wyoming's offense will have the football first. Anderson wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Fitzgerald. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Barely 2 minutes into the game, and they're already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Quick completion to the right. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run play action. He's got it on the run. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wyoming.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So Miami, Ohio's offense will go to work for the first time today. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Looking to throw, it's Finn. Throws to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the six. Get the pick six.
Just keep swinging it. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Red Hawks will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. On the run, it's Brunson. Turning it on! Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Finn. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Buys a little extra time. Got the 1st down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And, man, that's impressive because I feel like this QB, he knew it, Reese. Like, he knew exactly where he needed to get to. He drops back. He wants to pass the football, but he's like, I got plenty of space to get the 1st down with a little extra, makes that decision, and gets the 1st down.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And when you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
And the Redhawks with the 1st and 10. Quick handoff. Runs through a tackle. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Intercepted deep in his own end. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will... Oh, he's got some space! Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Now on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Anderson will throw. The short hands, it's Fitzgerald.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Weaver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Reynolds. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Redhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Leaves it with the running back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Trying play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Durr. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They've got the screen set up. stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion. Give to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The play action fake. Catch in the middle, it's Fitzgerald. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Cowboys can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sends it back in motion. Anderson will throw. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
They're going back to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
The Cowboys trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Caught behind the line. It's Harris. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Anderson wants to throw. Touchdown, Wyoming. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll see what this Red Hawks offense can get done this time. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Perry. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking for space, it's Brunson. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Red Hawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Finn. Here comes the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Red Hawks decide to punt it away. He's got it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Wide receiver going in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Reading the option, it's Anderson. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And the Cowboys are threatening on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Finn. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now 1st down from the 46. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Going to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Trying to get rid of it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oh, a really nice decision early in the game by the QB. You're in great field position, at least going to have an opportunity to kick a field goal. 3rd down, nothing open, just throw it away and let your head coach make the decision.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Never a doubt. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out. It's Merritt. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Anderson will throw. He's got his man, makes the grab.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Oxford. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Yager Stadium there on Weed Eubank Way.
The Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Toss to the left. Look out, he's got room. Got enough for the 1st. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
I'll tell you what, when the ball's tossed on the perimeter really quickly, you got to take really good angles. When I'm a safety and I'm spinning down, I'm trying to catch that guy. He's got so much space out there now. I don't have a lot of help from my defensive tackles or my defensive ends. Those are tough spots to be in. You could tell the running back won that battle, got a bunch of yards. Nice positive play for this offense.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Finn. The sure hands. It's Perry. There he goes. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. And the Red Hawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Got it behind the line. It's Brunson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Redhawks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And these are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, but hold on to the ball until the guy comes open, feed him, and get the 6.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Looking for a man. It's Finn. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They are set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. Gets it out fast. Breaks into the open. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Got it in the middle, it's Durr.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Anderson wants to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
And the Cowboys will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wyoming! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So a drive there of 85 yards, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Finn. Right on the money. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Brings it down on the right side. Touchdown, Miami. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Anderson will throw. Rushes on him. The throw. Quarterback just flat and missed it. Incomplete. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's gonna pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The Redhawks have it in scoring position on first and goal. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Finn. Touchdown, Redhawks! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, running back on the move. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Anderson wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Fitzgerald. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
The Cowboys have this offense rolling. Handoff from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Anderson will throw. He's got the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. He'll keep it himself. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Unleashes to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped...
Touchdown, Cowboys! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
No, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Reynolds. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. They'll try the run. He's in open space downfield. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Finn. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Reynolds. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff. It's Brunson. Got the first down and more. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
And the Redhawks are on the move. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the ground, he's got it again.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He'll do it himself. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
They'll give it to the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
The Redhawks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the Redhawks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Finn. Got his man down the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. They'll stop him short on 3rd down in this defense, trying to make sure they stay on top.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from him. And you can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Smashes it between the uprights. And here in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Anderson wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time, because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And the Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Sargent. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's 1st down.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
The Cowboys are on the move. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And the Cowboys, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Fitzgerald. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Guys, this is the kind of finish we hoped for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Cowboys! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Dropping back, it's Finn. Quick completion on the out. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Setting up the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
That could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Motion from the back. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Off play action. Trying to make magic with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Weaver. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Looking to throw, it's Finn. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Miami! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And listen to the crowd. They're going absolutely nuts. If they get the extra point, they tie this thing. In all likelihood, it's going to overtime, and they've got the home field crowd behind them. What a huge advantage in this moment.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They march 78 yards down the field, and they've tied it up in the final seconds. Looks as if we might be headed for overtime. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Wants to throw. It's Finn. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Redhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a crease. It's Tracy. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Now 3rd and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, the defense was definitely expecting a pass on that play. Their secondary was way down the field, expecting a shot vertically. They didn't blitz, and as a result, massive lanes for that running back to go through.
And the Redhawks take the ball first here in overtime. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Weaver. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Touchdown, Redhawks! And they're on top here in overtime. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Anderson will throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Huge third down to keep the drive alive. They need a touchdown on this possession. Pulls and fires complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, third down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You could have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the first.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
When you got a QB with this kind of arm talent, receivers with this kind of speed, they are going to be difficult to stop. They have been up and down the field. They've almost got 450 passing yards now.
1st and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown, Wyoming! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously, very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
They need this extra point to send it to double overtime. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because in the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll run play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Wyoming! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Second overtime, and they'll have to go for two. Using the quick game. They can't convert, and the lead remains at 6, and now they'll have to go on defense. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Scanning the field, it's Finn. Bringing the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as those guys on the edge, and you could see that defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that O-lineman could do anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end. Scoop them sacks, baby.
The Redhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Reynolds. And the defense drags him down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
They'll try to get it through the air. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on fourth down here in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Miami! They got this thing tied up in double overtime.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Have to go for 2 here in the second overtime, and this one would win the game. Snap it to the back. They don't get it. A great stop by the defense, and we will play a third overtime. And now it's all 2-point conversion attempts from here on out. Trying to barge in. They can't get it done on the 2, and now they'll rely on the defense. After the stop, now a 2-point try to win the game. Anderson wants to throw. Quickly complete. They can't get it in. Neither team can get the two, and we'll play another overtime. Let's do it again, guys, shall we? And we'll see just how far down the play sheet they have to go for this two-point try. Wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. They are stopped on the two-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. They broke serve. Now a chance to win it with a two-point conversion. Snaps it in the shotgun. That's it. That's the ball game. The two-point try gets it done.